This is Don, and welcome to Two Saws Tips channel. Today I'm going to show how to change the cabin air filter in a 2025 Subaru Forester hybrid. I believe it should be the same for all 2025 Subaru Foresters, and it's probably going to be very similar for other Subarus. If you look in the owner's manual under the climate control section, it will actually have step-by-step instructions. So we're going to go ahead and replace it with an aftermarket Wix filter. So let's go ahead and take it out here. This is the brand new filter. Set it aside. Now we're going to open up the glove box. It's the first step. And then you remove the damper shaft from the post. You just basically pull it until it's out of the way. And there the damper, it'll just lay in there. And then you squeeze both sides of the glove box to release the stoppers, because there's a stopper on either side. So you squeeze it in to allow the glove box to go down further. And then you just slowly pull the glove box out and away. We'll set the glove box over here out of the way. And now this is the case in which the filter is inside this case. So there's tabs on either side. So you squeeze both tabs. You just squeeze the tabs, and then you just basically pull out at the bottom and then down. And here's the cover. I'll just set that aside. And then this is the filter. Now you'll notice this is an original Subaru OEM cabin filter. And you'll notice that it has up arrows, which means arrows have to be pointed up. Now, if you're replacing the filter with another Subaru filter, you make sure the arrows are pointed up. However, if you are replacing the filter with an aftermarket filter like we are today, we're using a Wix filter, then the arrows are going to have to point down. Why? These are not up arrows, these are airflow arrows. And the airflow goes from the top and goes down. So you just have to remember that if it's an aftermarket filter, the arrows need to point down, the opposite of what they tell you in the manual. But if it's an original filter, then it's an up arrow. So we're going to go ahead and just pull this down a little bit, this filter, and remove. You just kind of pull it down a little bit and then just pull it straight out. If there's any doubt about the airflow direction, you'll see the dirty side of the filter is the top. So you know that the air enters here and exits the back. If you see, the back is cleaner than the front because the dirt enters here. Okay, so we're just going to put that filter aside. And then we got the new filter here. And again, we want to make sure that the arrows are pointing down. So we're going to go, because this is an aftermarket filter, the airflow goes this way, so that's how we need to put the filter in. So we're just going to basically slowly slide it into place until we are sure we got it all the way. And when you push on either side, you kind of feel it kind of go in. And you make sure that the edge is underneath the lip, so it's perfectly in just like that. Okay, now we're going to put the cover back on. And there's a slot. There are two slots in the top. And you just slide the tabs into you just slide the little tongues into the grooves. And then you just push it until it actually snaps into place. And that's basically it. Now the new filter is in there in place. Now we have to put the glove box back. So I'm going to go ahead and get the glove box. And the way that it's designed is you can just basically push the glove box onto the hinges when it's in this particular position. We're going to go ahead and lift as we go. See, this is the damper shaft. Now I need to squeeze both sides of the glove box to get past these stoppers to get them to engage. See, now we have the stoppers engaged. And now we're going to have to pull down the damper shaft, and it just pushes into place from the side here. There. It just pushes on, and you can see the dampers on, and that's it. Close the glove box, and we're finished. If you found this content to be helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.